Pokemon?
The coolest of the Reggie trio is Regice, the Iceberg Pokemon. This thing is incredible. Ice Beam is already a move I love, and this Pokemon uses it the best. Aside from that, this Pokemon's special defense is stupid. However, it is slow. To combat this, Icy Wind and Thunder Wave are good moves to learn if you want to outspeed the foe. Not to mention its extremely helpful ability. Clear Body stops anything from lowering its stats. Intimidate will do nothing, for example. Actually receiving this Pokemon in Gen 3 was an experience. Similar to his fellow Reggies, Regice is based on golems of Hebrew legend, but being made out of ice and all. Another less obvious origin is that all of the Reggies are based on a certain time period. Regirock represents the Stone Age, Registeel the Bronze Age, and Regice the Ice Age. This proves that certain Pokemon can be deeper than they may seem. The reason I prefer Regice over the other Reggies is just that I use it the most often, and I think its design is the best, even if its shiny kinda sucks.
Who's that Pokemon?
Rapidash is a Pokemon I feel alone in liking. At first glance, it may just look like a fire horse. Well, I can't really fault you there. Its Cantonian form doesn't offer much in originality, but not every Pokemon has to be deep. In my first ever playthrough of Sinnoh, I used a Rapidash for a while, even though I already had an Infernape. As its name suggests, it has very good speed stat, as well as its really good attack. I guess that horn isn't just for show then. Its Galarian form is the definition of grace. I mean, it is based on the typical representation of unicorns. Of course it's grateful. In battle, it does exactly what you would expect. It has the same stats as its fiery cousin, but with fairy moves instead of fire. But that isn't a problem. Admittedly, there are way better fairy types to use in battle, but Galarian Rapidash has a decent signature ability in Pastel Veil, which prevents it and its allies from being poisoned, potentially life-saving. What a noble steed.
Who's that Pokemon?
Ah snap, it's Crocodile. I adore this Pokemon. This guy is a weapon. It's so strong and perfect for Sandstorm teams. It has a good typing and access to many fantastic moves, and what might be my favourite ability in Moxie, which raises its attack stat whenever a Pokemon faints. But it also has Intimidate to deal with physical teams. Take your pick. And if it has a Choice Scarf, it may just destroy whole teams. Unless they have a fast fighting type, that is. His design is great too. I already love crocodiles, so it's natural that I would like this Pokemon. I wouldn't wrestle this crocodile if I were you. Its dark type comes from its secondary origin of a gang leader or criminal, hence the clever name. His shiny is kinda poo-poo though. I always forget that Ash had one in his Unova team, and it easily stole the show, being Ash's only truly powerful Pokemon in Black and White. Every battle it appeared in was a treat to watch, and one of the only good aspects of Best Wishes. With his iconic shades and great personality.
Who's that Pokemon?
Jigglypuff is one of the most popular Pokemon out there, but what is it? It's literally a pink ball with arms and legs and a face. If Kirby can do it, I don't see why Jigglypuff can't. The two reasons people point to when talking about this Pokemon's popularity is Smash Bros. And the anime. In the first few seasons of the show, Jigglypuff was a reoccurring character who wanted to share its singing talents with the world. However, whenever it sang, anyone unlucky enough to be in the vicinity would instantly fall asleep. This deeply angers the puffball, and it would proceed to doodle on their faces with permanent marker. Scary. This alone would make Jigglypuff popular, but Smash Bros. Would heighten it even further. And Jigglypuff was a last-minute inclusion. Melee is where the Puff would shine. I mean, it could potentially one-shot you with rest. There really isn't much else that can be said without this becoming a Smash discussion, so I'll leave it at that for now. In short, this pink, pudgy puffball is cute, deadly, and iconic. Huh, it really is just Kirby.
Who's that Pokemon?
Sneaking its way to number 76 is Spiritomb. Spiritomb seems to be based on Jibakurai, a spirit bound to a single place, in this case, the odd keystone at its base. And first of all, let's discuss how you actually obtain this thing. To receive this Pokemon in Sinnoh, you must 1. Go to the hollowed tower and place the odd keystone item in it. Then, go to the underground and talk to 32 other players. Only then will Spiritomb spawn. What a strange way to receive a Pokemon. For the longest time, Spiritomb was one of the 2 Pokemon to have no weaknesses until the Pixies has to crash the party. Its stats are as mixed as they come. Both of its attack stats are base 92, and both of its defenses are a base 108. This comes with the sacrifice of speed at base 35. Perfect for Trick Room teams. Its move pool is shallow, being made up mostly of dark and ghost type moves. Spiritomb isn't a Pokemon I would use much, but with how unique it is, I won't be forgetting about it anytime soon.
Who's that Pokemon?
To put it simply, Bisharp is badass. He looks awesome and not to mention deadly as hell. He has blades all over his body, including the blade of a freaking axe on his head. In addition to his looks, he also has a kick-ass typing of Dark and Steel. That's metal as fuck. Just keep him away from fighting types. Bisharp fits the role of a physical wall, meaning his attacks and defense are exceptional. His best ability is also Defiant, which raises its attack by 2 stages when a stat is lowered. It is even said to command an army of Pawniards, mirroring his chess inspiration. No wonder he is so strong. I have raised many of these things. I even have a shiny one that constantly leads me to victory. I even used it in my Pokemon White 2 and Pokemon Y teams. Reliable, as a Bishop should be.
Who's that Pokemon?
The origin of Treviden makes me so happy. Since I was a kid I wanted a haunted tree Pokemon, and finally in Generation 6 my wishes were answered. Treviden is likely based on the Kodama, the spirit of trees that sometimes inhabit trees that have existed for quite a while. Its stripe-like indentations on its body is very similar to Shimenua, used to mark spiritual habitation which are often seen tied around Kodama. It is also similar to other types of trees and nature spirits and deities, such as dryads. Its general body shape may have been based on the shape of the kanji for wood or tree. Its shiny coloration is even based on a birch tree. Having a haunted tree is enough for me, but Japanese legends as well? I love it. Its stats aren't that good, and is actually a physical attacker, which is rare for ghosts. But I don't really care. Treviden may have one of my favourite origins. And that's not even mentioning Phantomp, its pre-evolution, which is the stump of a Kodama which has been haunted by the spirit of a dead child. E for everyone.
Who's that Pokemon?
What an underappreciated Pokemon. I seldom see people praise Zeb Striker, probably because it barely has any competitive viability, but in a casual playthrough, it can get the job done. It is very fast and can learn some decent moves. Obviously it's based on a zebra, but also the concept of kinetic energy, which is why it can learn Flame Charge, as heat can be caused from kinetic energy. Its design is also appealing, with stripes and mane being shaped like a lightning bolt. It also proves that zebras are, in fact, black with white stripes, and not the other way around. One small fact that changes nothing is that Zeb Striker is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 497. Just thought that was worth mentioning. What makes this Unova electric type better than Galvantula is that a spider Pokemon has been done before. Zeb Striker and his pre-evolution Blitzel are the only zebra Pokemon, therefore making them special to me.
Who's that Pokemon?
Generation 2's Dragonite is far better than Gen 1's Pseudo Legendary. Tyranitar has off-the-chart strength and similar evolution levels to Dragonite. While Tyranitar is weak to more things than Dragonite, it makes up for it in more strengths. I recommend teaching it Dragon Dance to ensure that you can wipe out anything that gets in your way. Sandstream is also an amazing ability for weather teams, and can power up a certain mole Pokemon we'll get to later. That alone makes it extremely helpful. Tyranitar's design seems to be based on multiple different kaiju, meaning large monster in Japanese, but most people compare it to Godzilla, and I see why. However, its dark and rock typing means you should probably keep it away from fighting types. They can cause problems. Its Mega Evolution makes it look dopey, but gives Tyranitar a boost in both defenses and in attack, with a small sacrifice in speed. Totally worth it. Also, it has one of the most badass names in the whole series. Tyranitar. That name oozes awesome.
Who's that Pokemon?
Raikou is one of the most intimidating electric types out there, based on the saber-toothed tiger as well as the Japanese legend of Raiju, or Thunder Beast. If a Pokemon is based on mythology, I probably like it a lot. Raikou's best stats are special attack and speed, meaning it has the potential to sweep. However, it would take 3 generations until Raikou would receive a good move pool. Teaching it Rain Dance as well as Thunder means Thunder will hit 100% of the time. Also, moves like Zap Cannon, Weather Ball, Aura Sphere, and Extreme Speed are also good choices. My first exposure to Raikou was through Pokemon Chronicles and the short movie that features Raikou. And while that movie isn't great, it still helped me learn about and appreciate this amazing Pokemon. I properly appreciate Raikou with the Generation 5 Shiny event, which showcased its new buffs. The thing which makes me prefer it over Suicune and Entei is a combination of things that I've already discussed, as well as Electric being one of my favourite types.